What's up guys? So I'm here with the pump Unitrees and I'm just trying out the gym board that you can buy with them. Obviously the setup here, got the board, got a couple of pumps, one on either side, and I've been using both the bar and the handles that come with them. You know, I've touched on the pumps in another video, so I'm not going to get too much into the details of them. Mostly going to focus on the board and the bar, because this all comes as one kit. Talking about the pros of having this set up with the gym board, the bar and the handles and everything to begin with, it replaces a lot of equipment. So if you don't have a lot of equipment in your house, like a squat rack and all of those things you could normally attach these to, it means you can still get the benefit of using them. They go up to 70 kilos each, which means you've essentially got 140 kilos worth of weightlifting here, which if you have in your home and you could potentially travel with this, that's a lot of weight and a lot of equipment to have with you that you wouldn't normally have to take. You know, there's a lot of dumbbells and barbells and weights and all the rest that this replaces. Although it is quite a big setup here, you could potentially travel with it. You know, we've got a camper van, so, you know, I can just take these off, chuck the board in, put these in my suitcase, and again, I've got access to 140 kilos worth of weight on the go, which is pretty crazy. There's not a lot of things you could do that with right now. So in terms of traveling, it's a relatively compact setup. You know, you've literally got the two pumps, they just clip on and off super easily. You've got the board, the bars, and a couple of handles. You know, you're probably not going to get it in a suitcase, but if you're driving somewhere, you can very easily take this with you. So quickly getting into the cons or the drawbacks of using the board as opposed to the other accessories you can get for these things. The main limitation is that you can only really do pulling exercises. You can't really attach this to a wall or a ceiling or anything, so you're limited to anything where you're essentially pulling up or working from the floor. It does cover a lot of bases with that, I will say, but you are slightly limited compared to what you can do when you attach these to a power rack, for example, where you can work sideways, you can work pulling down, etc. But if you are on the go, if you're limited for space and equipment, this covers so many bases. The only other thing I would say from my personal experience of using this, I have tried doing squats on the back with it and it hasn't gone very well. So for whatever reason, and now these are the beta pump, so it's still being tested, but when I've been doing squats, for some reason one of them is disengaged and the other one's pulled, and it's basically thrown me to the side. You know, I'm relatively fit and capable, I was fine. I think it's something you could easily fix with a software update. There's no reason that they can't easily be synced up or have some sort of safety mechanism in there. But it did take me by surprise, certainly the first time it happened, and for now, until they do an update, I will not be doing squats with it. Overall, I think this is a really compact, really simple, really easy to use setup. You can get a lot of exercises out of this thing with very little equipment. I personally will be taking it traveling with me because it means I can still train on the go and I can get a decent workout in with such a minimal amount of equipment, which is amazing.